Welcome to the Knights of the Turntable. We are about to talk about Dom Kennedy's Best of Bobby 2.
Yo, I swear to God, you gotta hit that like flex bombs every time.
He dropped a free project for us to listen to.
On Labor Day, of all days.
And
On
he
Labor
says
Day.
multiple times,
On La-
this is for the people.
Yeah, a for the people project for everybody off work and decide, oh snap, we got a free Dom Kennedy project to listen to on our off day.
You know what that project sounded like? You know how you would struggle and like hurry to do up your homework right before class started? That is exactly what this project sounded like. He's like, man, I gotta get this out on Labor Day, and he started working on it that day.
I don't know, man. Like the levels of how horrible this project was, I feel like that had to take some time. I don't feel like
Man, my
you can rush
comparison
that.
was, I have a 6-year-old, and when it's bedtime, he goes in his room and he lays in his bed and he sings about his pajamas and the shit that's on the wall and the noises he hears outside his window for like an hour every night. That's exactly what the whole tape fucking sounded like.
I can believe it. Don Kennedy gave us a whole project. He laid up in a hotel room while he was out of town.
Wrap it into an ice cream cone.
As you can see, the structure for this is not going to be the same as usual, but I do want to introduce the people that will be a part of this roast session, a.k.a. First Impression Review of Dom Kennedy's Best After Bobby 2. With me, I have Joe Hova.
What's up?
We got Kels.
Hey.
And I got B. Will.
Why?
You know what's funny though is like I'm super pissed because I'm a Dom Kennedy fan. I think B. Will's more mad that he had to listen to this than I am.
I'm more. You know why I'm mad? I'm mad because I had heard nothing but good things up until this last album, and then it was like, eh. So I was like, okay, it's cool. I've still got some good features, a good album to check out from before. And then I check out this mediocre album so I can get the good Dom before I hear the mediocre Dom. And then he drops this. So now by the law of averages, there is a mediocre project, a terrible, terrible piece of work. And then he's looking like RG3 right now. That's what it's looking like.
I'm the kid.
Hold on, wait.
No, like for real though, if you want like good Dom Kennedy music, you gotta listen to From the West Side with Love.
You gotta listen to anything but this.
Yeah.
Why would somebody who can make something good make something that's not good, except something that misses so badly that everybody was going in on? Like, it was like a 2-hour span. My timeline was just like, what the fuck is this? Everybody was so upset. Like, you get something free and unexpected, it's like, oh shit, got some new Dom, whether you fucked with him or not. This right here, man, come on, man. I don't even want to start. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna start. I'm gonna let somebody else start. I'm gonna get myself together.
I'm a start. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to burn that to a CD and then pun it off the San Diego Bridge like the bad man did Baxter. Like, that's how fucking bad this was.
Word.
I am so disappointed as a Dom Kennedy fan, and like I even like buy Dom Kennedy. Like I thought that was still cool. Everybody dogged that. I thought it was legit. I thought it was still cool. You know, it's not up to par with like his last album or whatever, but this is atrocious. This was just terrible.
I feel you. Kels, you want to jump in?
I think by like the 2nd minute mark, he said something about, baby, you're going to make me pull my groin. And I was trying to figure out if he was serious, if this was a troll album, or if... And then he said something about his Barnes & Noble card being valid, and he rhymed it with DJ Khaled. And I can't listen to this shit. I can't do it. And it makes me wonder if the Yellow album was a fluke. Like, was any of the good music he made a fluke? Because Get Home Safely was just aight. Like,
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, but
You know, I didn't rock with Get Home Safely that much. It annoyed the shit out of me. Because it was mainly because of the shit he stole from the Warriors movie and the skits and stuff in between the song and all that. It bothered me. But um, as you can tell from what we've said, it's not enough to have this project and move it to your recycle bin. It's worth the effort to burn it so you can put it in the actual trash and kind of like
maybe set it on fire. I don't know.
yo, when you post this on the site, can you like put one of those pictures of like somebody having their headphones plugged into the trash and like listening to Dom Kennedy?
You know what? I will take a picture of myself.
I was thinking, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I will do it myself.
Like,
and post that, and I'm gonna have it as like the Twitter, the embedded pictures. So like when they post on Twitter, that is what's gonna pop up.
and like that's the thing is that like Dom has hit records. He has good projects. It's like, why would you put out bullshit on Labor Day of all fucking days when you know people are gonna download it and roast your ass?
There are bad projects from good artists, but you know that you're on an entirely different level, whether you've listened to him or not, that when you're listening to it, instead of hearing what he's saying, you're trying to make excuses for him while you're listening to it. Because while I'm sitting there listening to it, I'm like, like B. Will said, did he freestyle the whole thing?
Right.
And you're like, nah, because it's dangerously close to what he actually raps. So I'm like, all right. Well, maybe.
Yo, but
at one point, like,
did he rap off beat the entire time? Like,
no, definitely not.
Shit.
And then at one point, legitimately, I was like, all right, maybe this, like, it came from LA Leakers or whatever. Maybe this is like a Dom Kennedy joint, like an old tape, because like Kendrick has a mixtape that people haven't heard called C4, and it's not the best thing in the world or whatever. And I'm like, maybe that's what this is. And then he said Black Lives Matter, and I was like, nope, that excuse out the window.
My biggest issue, there's a lot of issues. My biggest issue is that he listened to this after he made it and still
thought,
oh yeah,
this is it. Actually, we don't have proof that he listened to this shit after he made it. We don't know that.
That, you know what's crazy? That that's the conclusion that we have to draw, because it's like, there's no way anybody listened to this shit after being sober and thought this was cool to put out. This nigga had to be high, he had to be drunk, he had to be both, and say, no, I'm just gonna do some shit for Labor Day. That's it.
Like, this had to be a situation where he made it, mixed it himself, and he handed it to somebody and it came out. Because there's no way you make that and your friends are present and
you're giving him a lot of credit
look
here.
at you like
a lot of credit.
You putting this out or you just playing? Like, somebody got to be like, what is going on with this?
Yo,
matter of fact, somebody has to have on their cell phone and like while he's recording, just.
if you threw this to Gronk, even he wouldn't fucking spike it. Like,
Joe
that's how bad
Joe has
this is,
a whiteboard in front of him with like a list of these jokes.
Nah, this is me running on like 20 hours of like being awake today. I get delusional.
And it's bad. Like, it's really, really bad. When we did that shitty ass Raekwon project, I was like, all right, everybody got to listen to the whole thing.
But like,
and then then Joe told me I only made it through 3 songs. It did not 1 millisecond did I be like, well, no, you got to listen to the whole thing. I was like, motherfucker, I'm proud that you made it that far, because it's really, really bad. And B. Will, like, you listen to like 2 songs, right?
I have it on in the background, very low in my headphones, just to for consistent inspiration for the words that I speak once we get a little further in depth. Because you know what, I'm not just gonna mock it. I'm actually going to critique it. I want to be fair because there's a dude on my timeline just like going in on the shit, and a couple of Dom fans was like, I mean, it's just laid back Dom. I mean, that's just what it is. It's not his best.
Nah, nigga.
It's like no,
Dom
motherfucker, this shit's terrible.
Is laid back. This, he's fucking dead. There's no laying back Dom even further than what he was doing before. Like,
did y'all make it to the part where he's talking about ketchup packets? Like,
What?
he legit was like, squeeze them shits. Like, he said this. There's no way anybody can, like, make me feel better about this. He was talking about squeezing ketchup packets.
Yo, what?
This has to, and the fact that, what website was it? Was it Hot New Hip Hop?
That said it showed growth.
This has to be a troll. It has to be a troll. Like, he has to be working with them, and they have to be together right now, laughing their asses off at everybody.
His check's cleared.
And laughing at the people that are defending this, because this is not. There's nothing redeeming about this at all.
Gives us a Labor Day treat with a brand new mixtape of deep cuts. Perfect for your end of summer barbecues. What the fuck?
Don't play this at my barbecue, man. I'll set everything on fire, bro.
No, hey, you know what? All right, we need to have a moment of silence for the people that Joe could have been one of the casualties. The people that have listened to Dom Kennedy stuff before, and were like, and I've seen people always talk about his perfect cookout music and stuff, and summertime or whatever. The casualties, the people that press play on at the barbecue, expecting a Dom Kennedy project without knowing what was happening.
And then you get
And
Dom
they
just
probably-
fucking talking over
Yeah.
fucking nothing but a G thing.
Yeah, shouts out to those people because they probably don't have any friends anymore. The family probably disowned them, and like they're questioning life. Like they feel like some really fucked up shit happened and they got trolled. Like
Yeah.
Dom trolled everybody with this.
This is the most unlit project of 2015. This might be the absolute worst project of 2015.
It is very, very. It's going to be very difficult to top this as the worst project because, on a very, very serious note, this is the most lazy shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, this is the most lazy thing that I have listened to with the mindset that I'm going to possibly spin this again or critique this on the show, and it not be from like one of my homeboys, middle of the night, delirious as fuck, just freestyling. Like, this is lazy as hell. And then, like, I'm trying to make the freestyle excuse for him, but we can tell that it's not a freestyle.
It sounds like Dr. Seuss. Like, really bad Dr. Seuss.
The first tweet that I saw about the project was, he sounds like West Coast Dr. Seuss, but they said it in a complimentary way.
Oh, God.
I think they said that before they listened to the project, though.
Dr. Seuss on Sherm.
Bars, man, like, for real, he would be Gucci level entertaining if he had been born like 40 years later and was black. Like, no joke. I think Dr. Seuss would have bars. This right here is an insult to Dr. Seuss because Dr. Seuss was creative. He was imaginative.
Not creative at all.
It is really like your homeboys rapping into that computer mic over every beat that's been hip hop classic beat. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Are you really trying to make a mixtape with classic rap and R&B tracks? Is that what you? No, that's not a good idea for anybody because nobody's really gonna care what you are saying. It's like,
but that's the thing too. Is the first Best After Bobby is like this, where it's all over classic stuff, and 25th Hour is like that too. Best After Bobby is like that too. I get those two mixed up. Yeah.
So this is the only one that's terrible then.
Yes.
Why would he do this? Why would he not rap into actual studio mic? Why would he be rapping into that handheld from Radio Shack that was on sale?
He's rapping into the built-in HP mic on his laptop. That just sounded pretty bad. But like
one of those Fisher-Price microphones.
But the thing is, the mixing and the quality isn't even the worst part.
It makes it worse. it makes it sound more low grade because he already sounds well. Let me say this. The first time I heard Don was on "She Needs Me" remix with Kendrick.
Yes.
Nice.
First time I heard him too.
Cool. Nice, easy, laid back. What's up, baby? It's been a while. Been good. I've been around. He's never been Big Pun. Let's not get it confused here.
Right.
Not giving bars.
He didn't need to be Big Pun. But I listened to that verse and I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, okay. I was that was an affirmative for me because the beat was laid back. He was laid back, cool. It was a dope feature. I was like, okay, I can get with this. What he's doing here, it's not that he's simple. Simple is not the problem. The problem is, it's like he just started rapping in 7th grade simple. Like this is, I can't even, I'm trying to wrap my mind around how low budget this shit is, man. This is, I don't know.
Low budget, low effort, low quality, all of it.
I'm telling you, he woke up on Labor Day and like, man, you know what? I'm gonna give the streets this project, and then he started writing it right then.
Did he think he was doing somebody a favor? Like, what did he think? I want to know what he thought. Man, they gonna love this, though. Like, what is that?
I hope he doesn't dodge the interviews. I want him to go to like see Charlemagne and shit.
That's the thing. He doesn't really do interviews because he's like indie.
True. But this, I don't know. This need to be the time. People need to reach out like, hey, homie.
We need explanations.
Like, look, if Macklemore drops a better song than your entire project, you got a problem.
Oh, shit.
Everything Joe say, I want to make the title of the review. All right, but B. Will, did you want to go deeper into it, or have you exhausted your?
I couldn't string it together. You know what I'm saying? Just a low budget, no effort, lazy as fuck. Like I don't even know, man. Like he may have actually hurt himself with this. Like I was gonna listen to the old Dom. If it was available for purchase, I was gonna buy it. Not anymore. Not anymore.
You know what? He made a straight to VHS project.
I don't know if that's shaming enough for this. Like, it's so bad. I don't even know if that's enough of a
straight to 8-track.
Oh my goodness! It's nope. I could have been a Dom Kennedy fan at one point. I will not be.
I was growing in that direction.
Like if you want good Dom Kennedy music from the West Side with Love, the sequel to that's good. Yellow Album's good. Original Dom Kennedy's good.
Nope, not no more. Nope. Cross the line with this.
He had a string of
his draws.
He had a string of like 3 summers though where his music was just on fire.
Maybe he just exhausted everything that he had.
He could have.
It sounds like it.
You know what? I think that's absolutely possible for any artist.
Mm-hmm.
History proves that you have a limit. Everybody has a streak.
You got about a 2 to 3 year window of making hot music.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Maybe some people can make it a little bit longer. I think Jay made it a little bit longer, but that was really just production. He found Just Blaze and Kanye when he was just on the decline, and they were on the rise, so it just extended them a little bit. So. But I think everybody really has this window of greatness, and what they do after that just depends on the person.
And especially with the type of rapper he is, like y'all were saying, he's never been a content-heavy rapper. He's never been he's really speaking important stuff type of rapper. The type of rapper he is, his window was smaller than a lot of other rappers anyway, so he's just out.
Yeah, lifestyle raps don't last that long.
Squeezing ketchup packets.
I felt like I felt like the stuff that you introduced me to, I was like, the nature of what he rhymes, I felt like he could last longer because he doesn't have to put that much thought into it. But if he done started rapping about ketchup packets and shit, well, that's a rap. Like, did his life become that much less interesting? And he doesn't have the content to go with it? Go with the lifestyle raps at least?
Maybe.
Maybe he's just not a good rapper.
He may have fooled us. He just had like just we caught him on some really good ass days, and this is the tail end of it. This is the worst part. This is the end of the road. And speaking of, do y'all feel like there's anything that stood out as the worst thing that you heard? Even though y'all didn't listen to the whole thing, I got my one particular song.
Yeah.
I am any song where he pretty much just copied the original song's lyrics, cadence.
Yep.
Garbage. Listen, man, if you're gonna do a song, use a beat that we already know and love, then flip the fuck out that shit. Like, make that shit entertaining. This song is implanted in my memory. So if you don't do anything that stands out, then I didn't even hear you. And I ended up hearing him because he was so terrible that he came back into Audible to be disgusted on the beat. But and just like regular rap, I mean, regular rappers do that. They get whatever beat is hot at the time. They make a mixtape, and they really don't stand out too much because it's like, you didn't say anything that just blew my mind. This song that I've heard first is better than what you just did. So, that was a waste of time. But this was so bad. It was so regular. It was. Let me see. Can we categorize this as so regular is bad or actually bad rapping?
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's horrific.
I gotta go with this is actually bad. Like this, I can't imagine like a person that could like objectively enjoy this project.
This is that dude who gets up at the open mic night and everybody go get a drink.
Yeah.
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 He's turned himself into that person now.
The Big Pimp, the track that he rapped over Big Pimpin', that's where I drew the line. That was where I drew the line. That and frontin', like he was just like kind of like frontin', like it has a particular style, and he's over there walking his dog all over the fucking yard and shit,
Shitting on it
out of nowhere, just letting it shit everywhere. Like it was terrible.
Frontin' was when I knew that nothing was gonna get any better.
Mm-hmm.
Frontin' was when I knew it was done.
Yeah.
But Brooklyn was the ultimate low, which is him rapping over LL Cool J's Lounging.
You made it all the way to Brooklyn?
I made it all the way to Brooklyn because
Wow.
the thing was I was listening to it as I was doing other things. Like it was just in the morning and I was just getting stuff straightened up. And the first couple songs, I heard them, but I didn't listen. But Frontin', I can't not listen when that instrumental comes on.
Right.
So that dropped, and I'm just like, wow.
Like no cuts, no drops in the beat, no DJ scratches, no chop screw, anything. There was nothing. There was no effort put into this to make it sound to stand out at all. To help his lazy ass rapping. Nothing, man.
And then he was singing on that. Is it Girl? He was singing on, and it was worse than the rapping.
That just sounds terrible.
Oh, it was bad.
I was offended that he took that song and did something with it. Like it's already bad enough that he's doing these classic things, but like it's as if he's like, just in case you are unsure that this is a new thing and this isn't old, here's a new song that you know and love.
He rapped over 7
that I'm gonna fucking ruin for you, and feature parts of the original song to remind you, and then come back at the end of the song and make it even worse than it was before. What were you about to say though? Kels?
He rapped over 7-Eleven. Like, I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm not. And I don't like this original song, but you took a Beyonce song and rapped over it.
It was terrible. I forgot about that.
And the way he raps is not conducive to rapping over 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is a very upbeat, fast song, and he's just like murdering it.
How do you consciously do this as an artist? I really want to ask him this and have a conversation with him about it. Seriously. But get me on the point. Would any of you recommend this project?
I recommend you burn it and then burn it.
Be well.
Man, whatever headphones you listen to it through, throw those away.
But I like these, man.
I'm throwing them out away.
Kels?
No. Don't do it to yourself.
My answer is obviously no. And I want to say that while I try not to be negative in a lot of things, and I try to find redeeming qualities in creative works because of the creators. I feel like this is a lazy effort by the artist and is insulting. And you just gave me a new category to our end of the year list that only you are going to be a part of. And it's going to be the absolute worst piece of shit that came out in 2015. And this is the winner.
I got one more analogy. You know that scene of Billy Madison where they're at the end and he's giving that long he's giving that long ass answer and the dude's like, that had nothing to do with this. We're all incredibly dumber. That is what this project does.
At least I got a lot of Vine video ideas for this, for making fun of this project. And a lot of pictures that's going to happen.
And that sucks because Dom's like one of my favorite artists. Like that. This is Jordan like trying to play for the Bobcats with his yellow ass eyes.
This isn't even as bad as us being Lupe stands and lasers dropping. It's not even remotely close to that.
Oh no, it's not even. No, like at least lasers was halfway enjoyable.
And it had other things. Yeah, he tried, and it had other elements that made it worse. Dom, you did this of your own volition.
This was your decision.
This was you. You did this.
There was no label telling
on Labor Day. The disrespect.
You know what? I figured it out. He dropped it on Labor Day. You're not supposed to put any effort in on Labor Day. That's your off day.
Man, you know what? You know what you just did right there?
You pulled a blue.
You pulled a I don't know what that means, but I pulled the blue.
Oh, blue. That's a blue.
You know how people, when people be standing real hard for artists, they'll be like, nah, what you think it was, what he really meant was
you just don't understand.
Nah, we understand. That shit didn't mean shit.
You know what? I said that as a joke, but watch. You know, I'm gonna pay attention on Twitter. Somebody's going to think along those lines and really, like it was deep, son. Like for real. Like he was trying to tell you, don't work on Labor Day, son. Like don't. Like that's gonna happen. And I'm gonna fave that, and I'm gonna put all y'all in it, and it's gonna be posted on the site.
Yo, he named this shit Best After Bobby too. Like, what the fuck, man? This ain't even best anything.
Man, there better be a Best After Bobby 2.5 released in like a week to make up for this.
This is like the best dumpster fire. That's about it.
That's the only thing that's lit about this project is the dumpster fire. All right, any last words, y'all?
Yo, can we quit this shit? I'm running out of puns.
No, let's just change the subject.
Hey, B. Will?
Why?
If you want to donate, if you donate to this particular video, we're just gonna send it back because we didn't.
This is a freebie. This is on us.
This is on us because he definitely fucked everybody over. We will see y'all next time. Peace out.